So this afternoon, if you're getting ready to head out to lunch, don't expect a lot of sunshine. Don't expect it to be very warm. Temperatures are only in the mid to upper 40s right now, and we're only going to top out in the low to mid 50s this afternoon. But your Thursday is dry. Friday, a little bit of a different story. This is the next weather system that we're tracking. It's currently out in the Oklahoma-Texas panhandle, creating a flooding situation down in central Texas. A lot of rain and thunderstorms up through Arkansas into Kentucky, even southern Indiana, and some rain-snow mix and snow in higher elevations out in the west. For us, this weather system, just going to be rain, but there's some question marks about how much rain and the exact timing because of how this weather system potentially moves. So this is the information that we want to talk about on Friday that we want to give you the first alert on. Rain is more likely late afternoon on Friday through the evening. But locations north of Fort Wayne are more likely to be dry. So the further north you go, the less rain there will probably fall, and the higher the likelihood is that conditions are totally dry on Friday evening. But there's some uncertainty as to how exactly that weather system is going to move. Is it going to track more to the east? Well, if that's the case, then a lot of that precipitation stays to the south of us. But if it tracks a little bit to the northeast, well, it's going to push some of that rain up into our area. And our weather models are kind of on the fence about how things are going to play out. These are 4 weather models showing the possible rainfall between Friday at 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. So this would include the time frame of Christmas on Broadway. One weather model saying that boundary is basically right through Fort Wayne on Friday evening, about where we could see rain and where we couldn't. So Kendallville, Angola, in this solution shows it's going to be mostly dry. The European weather model says, hey, Fort Wayne could end up dry on Friday evening as well. That would be, that would be a good solution. That'd be a good outcome for Friday evening if we end up dry. But this version of the American weather model says, hey, Fort Wayne probably going to see maybe about 1/10 of an inch of rain. Not a whole lot, but could be a little bit annoying for some locations, with even Kendallville and Angola maybe picking up a few sprinkles here or there. But this weather model is saying, hey, things are going to be totally dry. So that's why we're saying, hey, there is the possibility that we have to deal with some rain on Friday evening, but it's not a slam dunk because a short distance, 25, 30 miles, is going to make the difference in where we see the rain and where it ends up dry. So here's one possible solution of what could happen. I think it's a good middle ground of what we're seeing with the latest weather information coming in. So dry weather expected through the rest of your Thursday, and Friday morning expected to be dry as well. By 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, Grant, Blackford, Jay County starting to see a few showers. That line of rain starting to push a little bit further north. By 5 p.m., still expecting dry conditions in Allen County, but a little bit more rain off to the south, but that line is creeping a little bit further north. By around, I'd say, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., we could see a few very light showers start to move into Allen County. So if this plays out how we're showing, we could end up with a dry window for Christmas on Broadway. But we do expect that rain to push further north, become a little bit more widespread late Friday night into early Saturday morning, but moving out of our area before we get to sunrise on Saturday. So helping you plan your Friday evening. Take a jacket, take a hat, take an umbrella with you just in case. You very well may not need it. And the good news is that things are trending a little bit drier for the Christmas on Broadway time frame. Last week when we gave you the first alert about the possibility of rain during Christmas on Broadway, it was looking more and more certain that that was going to happen. Now that we're a little bit closer to the date, well, it's not so much of a certainty anymore. There's a little bit of a question mark as to what's exactly going to happen. So that's why we're saying rain is possible during Christmas on Broadway, but it's trending drier right now. So that would be good news for Christmas on Broadway. The event's going to happen, whether it rains or doesn't rain. The coverage on 21Alive is going to happen, whether it rains or doesn't rain either. The parade's still going to happen. All the festivities still happening, even if it rains. but we're just giving you the first alert that you may want to take an umbrella with you just in case, and you want to prepare for the temperatures as well, because at that time, Friday evening, temperatures are only going to be in the mid-40s. So that's what you can expect for the rest of the week. But here's what we're tracking as we get into next week. It looks like cold weather is going to start to move in as we approach the Thanksgiving holiday, and it could impact travel across the Midwest region. So stay tuned to 21Alive. First Alert meteorologist Michael Mornelli is going to have more on the upcoming rain chance this week, as well as what we can expect next week